The U.S. stocks rose on Friday after separate reports showed U.S. home sales rose a record-breaking 24.7% in July, and U.S. business activity expanded at the fastest pace in over a year in August. Signs that the U.S. is stepping up efforts in its fight against the coronavirus pandemic have eased investor worries about the pace of recovery. The S&P rose by 0.3% on Friday to reach a fresh record closing high at 3,397.16. For the week, the index gained 0.72%. Meanwhile, aided by a jump for shares of Apple, the Dow Jones Industrial Average ended the week on a high note. The 30-stock Dow advanced by 0.7% on Friday to close at 27,930.33, unchanged week on week. In the meantime, the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite posted its fourth positive session out of 5 on Friday. The Nasdaq Composite hit a new intraday record and also closed at a record high of 11,311.80. The index gained 2.65% for the week in its fourth straight week of gains and its longest weekly winning streak since January. In individual shares, Apple and Tesla shares were among the biggest movers. Tesla equity up by 398% in 2020 alone, added another 4.25% on Friday, as enthusiasm about its leading position in the electric vehicle space continues to fuel demand for shares. The stock hit a new all-time high at $2,092.12 and notched yet another record close at $2,049.98. It rounded out yet another meteoric week with a 24.19% weekly gain. Meanwhile, shares of Apple rose by 3.6% to another record high on Friday, as the tech giant continued its recent surge ahead of its stock split. Apple became the first U.S. company to have a market cap of $2 trillion earlier this week. The stock rose by 5.15% on Friday to close at $497.4 and gained more than 8% for the past week. Apple shares have advanced by 58% over the past 3 weeks. Investors look ahead to the U.S. Federal Reserve's annual Jackson Hole meeting later this week, where Chair Jerome Powell will talk on the Fed's monetary policy framework review. You've watched Weekly Financial Review on Insta TV with me, Anna Kasatkina. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep track of the latest events on financial markets together with us. See you back soon.